My whole life I've always loved interior design, ever since I was a little kid. I grew up around it. Most of all, I'm interested in designers, any creatives, and today I get to spend time with one of my favorites. My name is Gigi Hadid, and this is Alter Ego. All right, let's tell the story of Ken Fulk. Like all great designers, he had a chance and he took it. It was like a faucet went off. It didn't take long until the world caught on. His style, big, over the top, ambitious, but livable. Most of all, it's his process I'm really interested in. How he begins, how he ideates, what's inside his brain. Wow, I've entered the world of Ken!
Hello, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. I'm thrilled you're here.
So beautiful. We're gonna have a master class, so to speak.
I don't know, I'll do my best.
I'm already
ready.
in your brain.
Uh-oh.
We're here.
Thank God.
Look, it's gonna be awesome. All right, so I am in the classroom of Ken today.
Okay, Ken is here.
Professor Ken, I want to know about your process, and I would love to know how you start with a space.
Whether it's a house or a party or a hotel, we start every project with a narrative. We literally tell a story because, you know, I think we at our core are storytellers through these spaces. And so we begin with words to describe it.
Right.
I think that started because I really didn't have a lot of capacities to express myself. I didn't draw, but I would describe spaces that I saw them in my head. I call them the movies in my mind because they literally feel like that to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know that you're interested in design a lot. That's why we're here. But what piqued it? Like, have you always been, or was there a moment, or how did you come
My
to
dad's
love
an
design?
architect, and my mom's an interior designer, and they worked together. Yeah.
It's in your blood,
Yes,
literally.
I think that sides of my family's culture, my dad's Middle Eastern, Palestinian, and my mom's Dutch. So I think that parts of like cultural stuff comes in.
Two
travel,
cultures that truly have like amazing design.
I love anything like colorful and anything where textures and color kind of can clash in a fun way.
Yeah.
What is sort of your history with how you realized that you were into design?
I'd never thought that design was like some career. I just sort of was this person, literally since I was 4 years old. My parents used to like bring me out at a cocktail party, and I would go and pick out all my own clothes. I would pick up my mother's dresses and send them on my own.
What was your way of like bringing joy to a space?
And I still feel that way, like it's something to share. Tell me about what you're hoping to do. What are we touching in this rustic, wonderful
it's like
New York City?
Yeah, it's like my farmhouse that I planted in New York City and then was like, these are all the things about New York that make me excited, but I never focused on getting the outdoor space right.
Yeah.
And I just want a space that feels like me and like somewhere that I want to entertain.
We have this fun thing, it's called the Folkfessional.
Okay, love.
You love that?
Yeah.
And we ask you a series of questions that just sort of get the juices going and get some fun answers.
Cool.
And it's not all like about design, it's sort of about life. So I'd love to pick your brain.
Okay, cool. Let's do it! So you called me to the Velvet Tiger chairs, Ken,
I have.
for something special.
It's got to be special
it?
with these chairs.
I know.
It is the Folkfessional.
The Folkfessional.
Yes.
Let's get it.
You're ready? Let's go. Okay. When and where were you the happiest?
With loved ones, when people feel like they can be together but also do their own thing.
Where would you live if obligations were of no concern?
I would have a rainbow walkway from New York City to my island of choice.
What's your most treasured possession?
The necklace my grandma left me.
Who are your heroes in real life?
My mom and anyone that brings creativity wherever they go.
I'll work to be one of your heroes.
You are.
What's your favorite meal to make?
My favorite meal is asking someone their favorite meal and trying to pull it off.
Okay. What's your preference for home scent?
I like citrus and florals, but I like it to be grounded by something like wood or leather.
What type of materials, textures, colors do you love?
We talked about the kind of industrial irons and wood and leather, and then I also like anything that's soft, comfortable, kind of like realistic to live with. I love Moroccan textiles. I love culturally colorful and patterned things.
What are your favorite fresh flowers?
Sunflowers.
Sunflower, that was a quick one. How do you choose to spend time with your friends?
I like to do something that really gives us the time to experience each other, like cooking or some sort of craft.
3 words to describe how you want your guests to feel.
Comfortable, happy, and a sense of freedom in the space.
Boom, people. Thank you. I wanted to at least bring you into the process a little bit. And I think of these things as these sort of movies in my mind, and I usually pull some odd cultural references. So when we started talking about your space and talking about your life and your family and things you like, I thought of this other place that I visited maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. And it's the home of a woman named Doris Duke, who was this incredible character and grew up in this kind of amazing family, this amazing life. And she built this house in Diamond Head. But she had taken all of these incredible, important Islamic artifacts and installed them in her house. And it's really something to behold. And so my mind sort of went there. One, you're sort of beautiful and tall and statuesque that she was, but also the sort of fearlessness that she had to do this and the design. And I wanted to bring some of the feeling, but also some of the attitude there.
Yeah.
So those were all like weird little things that, you know, you don't necessarily think of Bali and Marrakesh and Hawaii as being.
I do think of it.
You
That's
do.
why it's like.
That's why we're mind mouth.
You can. It's so good. I'm like, is anyone going to think I'm crazy for being like, I want this in New York? But
No,
you don't. So
I don't think
you.
you're crazy at all. It's when Ken met crazy. I like it. You know, people often say that they say that we make magic.
Yeah,
And
well, you
frankly,
do.
I think that we do, but I have to say, the secret to us making magic, and to me in particular making magic, is this little tiny Dell XPS 13.
Your magician's
small,
assistant.
Small but mighty. I think it might even be the magician, and I'm the assistant.
Okay.
But we're looking at the floor plans, and so I'm able to put them here in CAD. But looking at it and how we really divide the spaces up and create this series of rooms. And so I take what is sort of extrapolate it from my weird little ideas and begin to put the building blocks together.
It makes it something that you can, you can actually literally touch it on here
Yeah.
and edit and move things
Yeah.
around and feel like you're working with a mood board, but on there.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's incredible that way. You're
Love.
welcome to
I know.
touch it yourself. You won't
I could
break
play
it.
on it.
Yeah.
No, I'm like
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
good with technology, and once I can sit down and like really play with it for a while, I can.
So
be
you
on
know,
your team.
I love
I can
you.
be your summer
I'm giving
intern.
you my secret weapon. My XPS 13 has been
Perfect.
revealed. Now you know.
Oh, beautiful! I'm already excited.
Right?
Yes.
It's gonna be great. It was great having you here. We got to go through and meet one another, and the Folk Festival, which was fun and really helpful for me to get inside your head, right down to coming and seeing the process and seeing how that really has helped bring these things to life, and frankly gotten to where we are now, which is kind of the big reveal of your beautiful outdoor terrace and our ideas around how we might inaugurate it with the first party. Drum roll, are you ready? So our design, I like to put it into words. So the outdoor space will be transformed into a Bohemian style lounge by incorporating Middle Eastern and South Asian architectural influences, Mughal arches, Islamic tile designs, block printed fabrics, and perforated metal will create a lavish open-air lounge. We've really taken the space and divided it into the series of rooms. So the first room, we created a bar, because I think a bar is key to activating any space. So as you progress, you then come into a swing lounge, which you'll see in a moment. And then our big center fountain that is really this sort of tranquil oasis. And then we have an elevated platform out here with a great fire pit. So I'll take you, I know, are you ready? It is a whoa. Here, our kind of heroic shot, the rendering of the space. You see the beautiful draped fabric pulled back, the sense of arrival when you come first into the space, scattering our beautiful collected Moroccan lanterns around. Who doesn't love a good cheetah? We wanted to sort of have a sense of fun and playfulness. Here we came up with two schemes for you. One, the material palettes that have more of the sort of Turkish rugs, a bit more dramatic, almost heavier in a good way, of drapery panels with a different ceiling, really mixing the textile, creating the layering, thinking that we're gonna have some great trim. We actually have the samples for you to see here. So really the layering of these beautiful textiles. This is representing our Zalige floor. So it's all handmade, hand cut, but it's super durable. You see it all over Marrakesh.
My question is, when you're doing an outdoor space that is in a seasonal place,
Sure.
how do you do you take that into your design consideration
Always,
in terms of when it snows, I still want to be able to use that space.
All of the fabrics will be they're outdoor rated, so they can live outdoor. I think with our tented lounge moment, it comes up and comes down, which is the beautiful thing. So that's that's your Bohemian.
I especially love it, Ken.
Oh
Thank you
God.
so much.
Yay, we're gonna have so much fun doing this.
It's honestly,
It's gonna go from paper to reality.
I can already just visualize myself and my friends and you coming to, when I cook.
Your new best friend?
My new best friend, my new best friend.
Whenever I'm doing something creative, whether it's making a house, a hotel, a party, I'm doing something that I love. And alter ego encourages you to get more into what you're into.